The reason the support is important is when we have the handrail designed so it will flow round the corner, we don't want to move the handrail at all, or else the flow may be destroyed or moved or changed. So we draw the handrail out and then we come down through the support. Here you can see a traditional timber spindle with its corners sat right over the corner of the stringer and the riser, and then the handrail set over top of it. These can change depending on the style of support you have. So here we have metal balusters. These are set in much the same position, still on the tread, and still as if the location were the same as the spindles, that the front of them, if we had a corner on this spindle, this corner here would sit over top of this corner here, and the handrail all flows lovely around those corners. When you come to glass, you can see that it could be mounted on the stairs, but it could be mounted on the side here. When it's mounted on the side, the staircase needs it to be in a different position to hold the handrail in the same shape. Excuse the ugly git on the staircase there. Here you can see we have another situation going on. We have the spindles side mounted onto the staircase, but as it comes down over top of the feature tread, the handrail actually comes down over top, and the spindles are now mounted onto the tread. Here you can see you can change, so we have metal spindles coming up through the flight all the way round the corner, but as we go into the next flight we've changed to timber spindles, but their centre line is all in the same place, so they all sit down underneath the handrail and they all sit into the same position on the staircase, and the staircase is made to carry those spindles. Here we have a slightly different position. We have cast spindles here. These are side mounted again, so the staircase has to be set back away from the handrail, but on this one the flight beneath has the same spindles, but this row of spindles on the upper flight actually sit directly over top of the row of spindles on the lower flights. So there is a gap between the two stringers, and in that gap between the two stringers you can see the handrail comes up, and in this situation it's turned back over on itself to be able to pick up the base of these spindles, and we have a newel post at the end just to steady it. Here we've taken out the original nosings, so these nosings were along here, and we've turned these up on edge and set new spindles in. But by knowing what the handrail's doing, we've been able to maintain and keep the original handrail, although modernising the look of the staircase. So that's part of the reason we need to know what the spindle size is, because that will help dictate where the edge of the staircase is. And if we look at the next section, we'll show you how the centre line of a handrail coming down through the spindle controls the side of the staircase. We look forward to seeing you in the next section.